Welcome in. Welcome in. Welcome in. How are you today? Welcome in. Kingdom, come on in. Come on in. Welcome in. Welcome in. Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. How are you today? Welcome in. Welcome in. Welcome in. How are you today? Welcome in. Welcome in. Good afternoon. Good evening. Whatever part of the day it is where you are. Welcome in. Welcome in. Welcome in. How are you today? Welcome in. Welcome in. Welcome in. Good afternoon. How are you today? Welcome in. Welcome in. Welcome in. Welcome in. How are you? Come on in, Kingdom. Kingdom, come on in. How are you today? Welcome in. Welcome in. Welcome in. Make my screen bigger. How are you today, Kingdom? Welcome in. Welcome in. Welcome in. Come on in. How are you today? This happy Tuesday. How are you? Welcome in. Welcome in. Welcome in. Welcome in. How are you today? Welcome in. Good afternoon. Kingdom, come on in. Come on in. Come on in. Welcome in. And today's topic is a question. Can you handle the narcissist's truth? Can you handle it? Can you handle the truth about the narcissist? Can you handle the reality? We kind of touched on this a little bit yesterday, and I like to rewatch the lives, at least the evening of or the next day. I like to just watch it back. And I said, you know what? That's actually a really good topic. Can you handle the truth about the narcissist? Do you want to stay living in a fantasy, or do you want to come out of that fantasy, which is, as we know, it turns into a nightmare? But can you handle it? Can you handle the real, raw, truth about this person that's become a friend, or an intimate relationship, or a family member? Can you really handle it? Can you handle the truth? That is the question. Do you want to handle the truth? Or do you want to continue to push everything under the rug and pretend like it's not real, and that it doesn't exist, and that the truth is not really there? Do you want to ignore it? Can you handle it? Can you really handle it? Can you tear down all of the layers and rip off all the meat and get right down into the bone, into the marrow? Yeah, we're going to talk about that today. Kingdom, how are you today? Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Good afternoon. Terrific Tuesday today. Happy Tuesday. How are you today? Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. How are you today? Kingdom, come on in, come on in, come on in, welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. How are you today? How are you? Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Come on in. Yes, wonderful day, beautiful day. As always, God, every day with God, every day above. I always say, people always say, why are you always such in a good mood? Why are you always smiling? Why are you always so happy? And my first response is always, I'm on the right side of the grass. I'm on the right side of the grass. So what is there to be unhappy? What is there to be miserable about? What is there to be complaining about? I woke up this morning. God woke me up, and I am on the right side of the grass. There are many people today, sadly and unfortunately, who has not been able to wake up and didn't get to see today, May 2nd of 2023. Many people today have not been able to see today. So what is there to be unhappy about? So yeah, I'm on the right side of the grass. And then my second response is always, if you only knew where God brought me from, you wouldn't even ask that question. And I don't look like what I've been through. Many of us don't look like what we've been through. Yeah. Yeah, we don't look like what life has thrown at us. So yeah. Hey Truth, how are you today? Welcome in. Truth says good afternoon, treasure. How are you? Welcome in. Welcome in. How you doing today? Welcome in. How are you today? Welcome in. Welcome in. Today we're going to be talking about uh, pose the question, can you handle the truth about the narcissist? And we touched on this yesterday, but I think a lot of times we wind up staying in these friendships and these relationships and these situationships for way longer than we should, because we don't want the truth. We don't want the truth. We do not want the truth. We can't handle. I don't remember what movie that was. There was a movie. I can't think of the name of the movie right now. But they were in a courtroom. And I think it was one of the attorneys started yelling, "You can't handle the truth. You can't handle the truth." And a lot of people cannot handle the truth. Sometimes it's easier to live a lie. Sometimes it's easier to not address the core of the issue. Sometimes it's easier to not ruffle feathers. Sometimes it's easier to stay in a bubble and live in a fantasy. But all the while living a lie, doing an injustice to yourself, an injustice to God, and if you have children, an injustice to the children. Because you can't handle the truth. You cannot handle the truth. So the question is, can you handle the truth? And when you handle the truth, when reality hits, when that boulder hits you on the top of your head, are you prepared? Are you prepared to get down to the nitty-gritty and deal with the real core issues? That you have been living a complete lie, that you have been an enabler, and that you have been part of the problem. Yeah, can we handle that? Can we really handle that? Hey, Vanessa, how are you today? Welcome in. How are you today? Vanessa says, hi. These narcs don't care about anyone. My son, my son was rushed to the hospital yesterday because he hurt his hand while playing outside. I rang his father to let him know, but he never, I think that was supposed to say he never picked up the call. And I thank God that my son is okay. Oh, I'm so sorry about that. I'm so sorry. I'm glad that he's okay. Very glad that he's okay. And Vanessa, this topic is for you. It's for all of us. But I'm going to ask you this question, Vanessa. Can you handle the truth? Can you handle the truth that this man could care less about you or your child? Can you handle that? Don't call him for anything. That's what he wants. And every time you call him, you give him power, whether you know it or not. The reality is that you are a single mom and that you have to deal with whatever comes with you and your child, with you and whatever support other than him that you have. Because when you ring him, when you call him, he's laughing. And probably telling everyone that you're obsessed with him. You won't stop calling him. The truth is, they don't care. They don't care. They don't care. So if they don't care, let's take them out of the equation. And if he happens to call and you want to mention it after the fact, okay. But where we are in our journey right now, if we're calling them and we're telling them things that they don't care about, we are the ones that are wasting our time and our good energy. The truth is, they don't care. And the truth is, we want them to care. We want them to be, in your case, you want him to be a dad. And he is never going to be that. I don't care what happens. He's shown his cards. He's shown exactly who he is. He is a snake. And when a snake shows you that they're a snake, we gotta know that eventually that snake will bite you. So I'm sorry that that happened to your son. I'm really sorry. I'm sorry that he had to experience that. But that is, sadly, that is a cross that you and your son have to bear with whoever support you have on your end. He is not on your side. He's not on your side. And you're taking your good energy and hoping and praying that eventually he will care, and he never will. They never will. Not just him, all of them. They don't care. Hey, Real Deal, how you doing today? Welcome in. Real Deal says, have a good night. Oh, you're leaving already? We just got here. How? Okay, well, I hope you have a good night. Enjoy your evening, and thank you for stopping in, and thank you for popping by. Thank you. We appreciate you. Have an awesome, awesome night. And we love you. We love you. Thank you for stopping by. So, yeah, so the question is, can we handle the truth? Can we handle reality? Reality is that we have been the biggest fools, and some are continuing to be big fools. And these people are just laughing and think that we are the joke of the day. But can we handle the truth that we have been played? Can we handle the truth that it was all a lie? Can we handle that? And what comes with it once we know that this person was fake from the very beginning, from the moment that they saw you? It was maybe one, it could be a number of things. It was you were an opportunity to get out of that situation that they were currently in, because now this person cannot pull the wool over this current supply's eyes. Can we handle that? Can we really handle that narcissists don't care? Can we handle that we have been tricked and that we have been complete fools all this time? Can you handle the truth? Can you handle the truth that you were an enabler to part of the problem? That you allowed this person to continue to do these unthinkable things, these disgusting things. You allowed this person to lie to you, to control you, to manipulate you. Can you handle the truth? Can you handle the truth that we were big fools and we were part of the con and we were part of the game? Can we handle that? That's the question. That's reality. Reality is they don't care. Reality is they never loved us. That's reality. It was all fake. Reality is that you knew there was a problem. I knew there was a problem, and we ignored the problem. Reality is we wanted to be with someone or have a friend or whatever situation. We wanted we wanted a person in our lives so much that we pushed all the nonsense aside just to say that we have a friend, a boyfriend, a girlfriend, a husband, a wife, a fiance, whatever that is, just to say we have that title. That's the reality. Hey, Arthur, how are you today? Welcome in. Arthur says, hi, Princess. You are very helpful in my present situation, and I'm listening. Okay, awesome. Awesome. And how are you? Welcome in. Welcome in. Welcome in. So happy to have you. Yes. Thank you for joining the live. So awesome. Hey, Fran, how are you today? Welcome in. Fran says, good afternoon, all. Yes, how are you guys? Kingdom, how are you? How are you? How are you? How are you? How are you doing? How are you doing? Welcome in. Welcome in. So happy to have you guys. Vanessa says, treasure, I can handle the truth. And with God on my side, I will be the best mother for my son. I have come to terms with the truth and I'm okay with it. Okay, so I'm going to give you some tough love today, Vanessa. Don't call him. Don't call him for anything. Not a thing. If anybody should be doing the calling, it should be the father of your child, because your child lives with you. So if anybody should be checking in, it should be in this case, his father should be checking on him, not the other way around. You guys shouldn't have to pick your phone up for anything, because a real man, in this case, a real father, a real parent would be engaged. You wouldn't have to tell him anything was going on, because you would have that open relationship that you guys would be able to communicate with each other peacefully. Whatever your son needs, and you, because that's what real men do. If here's the thing that a lot of people don't get. The person who has the child, the person that the child lives with the majority of the time or all of the time. So whatever parent that is, that other parent's duty and responsibility is to make sure that that other parent and that child or children are good. And I'm not wavering on that one. So anybody could have any opinion, that's fine. I welcome all opinions. But if that other parent is good, then that means that that child is good. If that child is good, that means that that other parent is good. So the person that the child lives with, the majority or 100% of the time, it's the other parent's responsibility to make sure that those other mother, father, children, child are good. Because that's what healthy people do. An unhealthy person doesn't go and take care of other people's children and not take care of their own. And I'm not wavering with that one either. My mother has a saying that says, home drum beats first. So you can't be a real parent to someone else's child or children when you can't be a real parent to your own. That's my opinion. So yeah, but we have to be able to handle the truth. And the truth is, we were bamboozled, we were fooled. These people don't care. And it's up to us. It's up to us. We're not living in a perfect world. In a perfect world, everyone coexists peacefully and happily. That's not what we're dealing with. We're not dealing with that. That's not the drum that we're beating. So yeah, yep. And then Arthur says, "I'm fine, thanks." Awesome, I love it. I love it. And then Fran says, uh, I have, I think that was supposed to say been. I have been no contact for months. Awesome, 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 awesome. Now, every day is not going to be roses and sunshine. There are going to be some difficult days. There are going to be some hard days. There are going to be some days where you're going to want to pick up the phone. Some days you want to pick up the phone and say, "Can we figure it out?" And then other days you want to pick up the phone and tell them off, read them up and down from the Rudy to the Tootie. But we're not doing that. Either one. Beginning or latter or beginning. We're not doing either of. We're not telling them what we feel. We're not telling them what we think. We're not telling them what we have planned. So no contact and setting boundaries. Good for you. Good for you. You're standing your ground. You're standing your ground, and that is awesome. Awesome. Hey, Half Moon. Half Moon says, "Hi, hi. How you doing today, Half Moon? How are you today? How are you?" Half Moon says, "I don't know what a you don't know what a real man is." I don't know what a real man is, but this man is loyal. I have integrity. I listen, but make my own decisions. You will never hear me lie. Sounds like a real man to me. We were talking, Half Moon, before you came in, we were talking about Vanessa's son's father. So I think you came in the end part of that conversation. Yeah. Because in my opinion, a real man knows that Vanessa's taking care of his child. A real man would check on his child. A real man would make sure that his child had love, communication. If he needs something, that parent is there. They shouldn't have to ask for anything. But that's my opinion. Because in this case, if Vanessa's son's father, in a real world, if he was dealing with reality, he would know that if Vanessa's good, then his son is good. And he would also know that if his son is good, that Vanessa's good. But that's not what we're dealing with, sadly. Let's see. And then Vanessa says, "God is so amazing. My son is excelling in school, and I'm so proud of him." So, all right, so he's doing better. That is awesome. Awesome. Keep praying over him, Vanessa. Keep praying over him. And encourage him. When you see him doing well, encourage him. Tell him how proud of him you are. Tell him. Let him know. I see you trying, and I'm loving it. Thank you. You tell him he's awesome. Speak life into him. Tell him, do you know you are amazing? Tell him, do you know that you are a child of the Most High God? Tell him, do you know that you are going to be somebody amazing when you grow up? Because you're already amazing. We have to speak life into them. And because of the situation, you have more of a responsibility because of his father being non-existent. So you have to be mom and dad. But that's okay. That's okay. Slow and steady wins the race. Just take one day at a time, but encourage him and speak life into him. Yeah. Yeah, but that's so good. I'm so happy. That is awesome. And Half Moon says, awesome, Vanessa. Yes, 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 it is so awesome. Hey, Patty, how are you today? Welcome in. Welcome in. How you been? How are you? Welcome in. Patty says, hello. How are you today, Patty? Welcome in. Welcome in. Hey, love. How you doing today? Welcome in. Love says, hey, Treasure Kingdoms. Yes, how are you today? Welcome in. How are you? Welcome in. How you doing today? How are you today? Welcome in. Welcome in. And then as you guys come in, if you would smash that like button, guys. Yes, smash the like button. And then Truth says, what means the English word shambles? The narcissist is in shambles. I hope we are not in shambles if this is negative. Shambles means, I guess the best way to describe it is like their life is all mixed up and confused, and shambles is what a narcissist's life is, period. Period. Confusion, things always going wrong, lots of chaos, lots of drama, negative things, you name it. Anything, yes, it is a negative. It is negative. Truth. Yes. Yes. So shambles just means that things are not going good and that things are bad. Things are bad. So yeah. So yeah, shambles is not a good thing. Yeah, but that's the life of a narcissist. The life of a narcissist is life is always in shambles. Always. Even if it's quiet for a second, then it goes back to it doesn't the good doesn't compare, and the good does not last long. And then Half Moon says, I'm great. That is awesome. I love it. And then Love says, please, please, in the words of Awesome Lawrence, smash the like button and share the stream, the live stream. Yes, yes. Thank you, Love. Awesome. I love it. Yes, hit the like button and share the live. Yes, I love it. And then Vanessa says, the baby daddy is a horrible person, but God is amazing and my son will be good. Yes, yes, yes. And encourage him. Yes, yes. I love it. I love it. I love it. Maybe, you know what? Maybe make like cupcakes, get you and him to make cupcakes and take it for the other kids in the class. I don't know if they allow that, but that would be something cute, just get him to extend to someone else, giving something to someone else, and making the cupcakes, having him make the cupcakes. I think that would be, or whatever, it doesn't matter, it doesn't have to be cupcakes, it could be whatever. But something small, or maybe, go and picking up lollipops for the kids or whatever, something small, just to say, hey, getting him to think that, hey, let me extend myself. So that's something to think about too, Vanessa. But that, I'm so proud. I'm so happy. That is so awesome. I love it. Yes, yes, yes. And yes, God is so amazing. He is absolutely magnificent. And then Patty says, good and bad or sad days. Oh, okay. I'm sorry, Patty. I'm so sorry. The good days will become more and more and more. I promise. I promise. I promise. Yeah, I promise. It'll get better. It'll get easier and it'll get better as the days go on. I promise you. I promise you. That is a promise and that is a guarantee. That as it goes on, it does get a little easier. Yeah. Yep. And then, Patty, can you handle the truth? Can you handle the truth that you have been bamboozled? Can you handle the truth that you push things under the rug? Can you handle the truth that you created a monster, that we created a monster? Yeah. Yeah. Yep. Uh rough, but I promise it does get better, okay? Definitely gets better. Yeah. And then Vanessa says, I have definitely been telling my son how proud I am of him, and I know that everything will work out. That is awesome. I love it. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Amazing news. And then Half Moon says shambles is when your house is falling down. Yep, the roof leaks, the windows are broken, no water, no power, no heat, and no one to fix it. And that not only with house, that could be life also. Life. Yeah, life. Yep. Yeah. So, but a lot of times, narcissists, I would say 90, probably 95% of the time, their life is in shambles because they put themselves there. They create their own mess. And then they don't know how to get themselves out. Then they want other people to help them get out of the same circumstance and the same predicament that they put themselves in. I've never seen anything like it in my life. If you can't take the heat, stay the heck out of the kitchen. Stay out of the kitchen. Stay out of the kitchen if you can't stand the heat. But they don't know how to do that. They want to run to it. They want to create havoc. They want to create confusion. They want to create toxic behavior, toxic environments. They love that. That's what they thrive for. Half Moon said men and boys don't. Half Moon, I love it. Well, what is a manly thing or boy thing to do? Thank you for checking me. So what would you suggest that men and boys do to extend to the classroom? You tell me. I thought all kids like cupcakes, but okay. Or cookies. But you tell me. You tell me. You're right. You're right. That is in the scheme of things, okay. I got you. I got you. Okay, Half Moon. I'm listening. I'm all ears. All ears. Truth says, thank you for the explanation. Then my life is less in shambles besides the downfall caused by the narcissist, but I don't blame her for anything. I take accountability. The narc don't, of course, right. Sorry, the phone was ringing, guys. Um, so yeah, that is good. That's good that you feel that way. That you're not putting the blame on her anymore, and you know, saying, okay, we all have to do it. We all have to do it. It's not something that's comfortable. It's not something that's easy to do. But we have to ask ourselves, and the truth is, what part did we play in that toxic relationship? You name it. You name it. You name it. Yeah, you know, we have to just take ownership for our part. We have to take hold ourselves accountable for what we did in it, and then you know, just making sure that we move on in a healthy mindset, and now we're not constantly blaming them, and that we're not constantly ruminating. So yeah, but the truth is the truth is that we have been bamboozled, and a lot of us don't want to take that reality. We want to live in that fantasy that yeah, yep, live in the fantasy. Some of us are more comfortable living in the fantasy, So yeah, yep. Let's see. Patty says they like it messy and do it on purpose. Patty, yes. So true. So true. They love it. They love it messy. The messier, the better. I say all the time, they love being in the mud, and they love dragging other people in the mud with them. So if you get in the mud with them, or you play in the mud with them, they love that. They love it. They absolutely love it. Yeah. Yep. Love and they do. They do it on purpose. They absolutely do. And then Half Moon says, we show up, do our work. We don't bring anything to school or work. Really? Okay. Okay. All right. I don't know. So, okay. I gotcha. I gotcha. Okay. All right. All right. So, are you saying that men and boys don't show what's the word? Trying to think of the word. Huh. That's interesting. I don't know. Does anybody else feel the same way, that men and boys don't take anything to work for their coworkers, or for the school, or for the kids? They don't extend themselves in any way. They just show up and do their work, and then, okay, all right, I gotcha. Hey, Shannon, how you doing today? Welcome in. Shannon says, explain Alex. I've never heard of that. Let's see. I think. Oh, looks like Half Moon is characterized by an impaired ability to be aware of explicitly identity and describe one's feelings. Sorry, I'm not too familiar with that. I don't know. I'm not too sure. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. Let's see. Yeah, I've never heard of that. I'm not sure. I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm not knowledgeable on that. Please forgive me. But it looks like Half Moon is familiar with that. So, and I still am not quite sure. It says impair. It says is an impaired ability to be aware of explicit identity and describe one's feelings. So someone who can't show their emotions. Is that what that means? That's what I'm reading. That's how I'm gathering it. Hey Lawrence, how are you today? Welcome in. Lawrence says, sorry I'm late, but but y'all know what time it is. Smash the like button. Yes, yes. Welcome in. How you doing today, Lawrence? Welcome in. Welcome in. And then Gara. Hey Gara, how are you today? Welcome in. Gara says, hello. How you doing today? Welcome in. Welcome in. And then Shannon says, and let me see if I can try to pronounce it. It's Alexithymia explains so much in the grand scheme of things. Okay, I'll have to look that up and do a little research on that. I've never heard that word or anyone use that in any kind of term with narcissism. But I am not an expert. I am not an expert. If you go to Dr. Ramani's channel, if it has anything to do with any kind of disorder or narcissism or anything like that, I'm sure that she has an explanation in there, and I always put a link for her down and under under the description of my videos. So yeah, and it sounds like Half Moon is familiar with that term. And then Love says, hey, Lawrence, welcome. And then Lawrence says, Trustful Tuesday. Shout out to all the treasure healers. Yep, we are in this together. Yes, yes. And then I will. Yep, I will. Shannon says, look it up. I will. I absolutely will do that. Absolutely. Thank you for that. And then Half Moon says, I might I might bring a bottle to share. Half Moon, I don't know what I'm gonna do with you, or a joint if I were still doing those things. Half Moon, we're talking about teenagers. We're talking about teenagers. We were. Oh my goodness. Oh Lord. Okay. Okay, Half Moon. I don't think we want to be bringing a bottle or a joint to a teenage school. We definitely don't want to do that. Yeah. And then Half Moon says I'm sorry, Shannon says it's wild. Okay, I'll definitely check it out. Definitely. And then Vanessa says in the past when it was my son's birthday, he took a birthday cake to school. Yeah, yeah. I think Half Moon's thinking about an adult. I think he's forgetting that this is a child. This is a child. Yeah, I don't think there's anything wrong with boys. Do boys not take goodies to school? No, they don't do that. Maybe the mom brings it up or the parent brings it up. I don't know. But way off topic. Okay. Yeah, I don't think there's anything wrong with that, but because I know that kids don't care who, I don't know. This is my opinion. My opinion is kids don't care who's bringing the cookies or the cupcakes or whatever goodies it is. All the kids care about is, well, let's dig in. When can we eat? Yeah, so, but that's what I think. That's how I look at it. Lawrence says, I must say how much a awesome job, yep, Love is doing as a moderator. Appreciate you. Yes, she's awesome. She is absolutely amazing. Yes, 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 yes. I can't thank her enough. Yes, absolutely. And then Shannon said they can't identify their own emotions. Yeah, that's what I was kind of gathering. That, oh yeah. Yeah, that sounds about right. Other than them knowing how to portray being the victim. So I personally, I think it's all a game because they know how to identify their emotions when according to them, that everyone else has done something wrong to them. Everybody else has done something bad to them. They know about emotions then. So maybe it's selective emotions on where they can't and cannot, when it has to, maybe when it has to do with others, maybe is what it sounds like. When they hurt someone, they can't identify the other person's, how the other person would feel, because they wouldn't be able to identify their own emotions. But yet that doesn't make sense, because if they know how to be the victim, and they know that if someone has done something inappropriate or wrong to them, then they should be able to equate that if it was done to them, that they wouldn't like it. If someone cheated on the narcissist would know how to identify emotion. The narcissist would know that they were not liking that, and they would know how to explain it. So yeah, I call, I don't know. I have to do a little research on it, but it sounds like it's selective in their mind as to when they feel that they can identify with their emotions and when they can't. And it sounds like, and I don't know because I have to look it up, but it sounds like it's when it's convenient for them. That's what it's sounding like to me. So yeah, yep. Yeah. But this is what we deal with these people, sadly. And then Love says, in the words of wonderful Lawrence, smash that like button. Yes. Oh, did I read that already? Hold on. I think I lost my spot. Hold on, guys. And Love says, I just looked up, and I think it's pronounced alexithymia. It's emotional blindness, so not understanding why or what you are feeling or why you feel the way you feel ties into yesterday's live stream. Okay, gotcha. Okay, alrighty. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna as soon as I'm done here, I'm probably gonna go to YouTube and gotta put that in the search and see what so that I can have a better understanding. But yeah, okay. Yeah. These people, I really believe that, like I just said, it's when it's convenient for them. They don't want things done to them. They don't want to be lied to. They don't want to be cheated on. They don't want for someone to steal from them or rob from them. They don't want any of these things done to them. But yet, on the flip side, they are the very ones who do those very same things to everyone that they come in contact with. They lie and cheat with everyone, no exceptions. They do all of those things. So how is it that a narcissist can have their emotions for if it's done to them? If a wife cheats on her husband, how is it that the husband can have the feeling, but if the narcissist, if it's the other way around, that the other spouse should not have any emotion about it? I have to do some more. I have to do homework on it. But it's sounding like it's BS. It sounded like it's BS, and it's just it's convenient for them when it's convenient for them. Half Moon says Half Moon, I don't know what I'm gonna do with you. Half Moon said, today is my 36th birthday of sobriety. Oh, when you say birthday, you always throw me for a loop, Half Moon. Today is my 36th sobriety. I love it. Years of sobriety. I have finally been sober longer than I was. Aw, I love it. That is so awesome. Mwah, 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 mwah. That is amazing, amazing, amazing. So proud of you. So proud of you. Yes, that is awesome. Woohoo! Yes, that is wonderful, wonderful, wonderful news. Very proud of you, Half Moon. Very, very proud. Love says, happy birthday. We celebrate you and your sobriety. Yep, by God's grace. Yes, yes. Yes, I love it. I love it. Yes, Half Moon. Happy. Go, Half Moon. It's your birthday. I love it. Shannon says, no empathy. Yeah. Yeah. But they want people, I don't understand it. I don't understand it. Doesn't make sense to me. They have no empathy for others, but they want everybody to have empathy for them. They want to be the victim. That's why I'm calling complete BS. Because if they don't want it done to them, why is it that they go out of their way to do it to others? It doesn't add up. It doesn't add up to me. It's not adding up. They have no empathy at all. But let somebody do what they do to others. Let someone do those same exact things to them. My ex-husband would have had, I probably wouldn't be here right now if I had cheated on him. So BS, BS, BS. If you don't want it done to you, then don't do it to someone else. So yeah, I'm not buying it. I'm not buying it. I think that they are full of it. And I think that they are in the when it's convenient for me mindset. Because narcissists do not want to be cheated on. They don't want to be lied to. They don't want someone to rob them or steal from them. They know what that feels like. They know that they don't want that. But yet those very things that they don't want done to them, they do it to others. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. Not making sense in my book. Yeah. Half Moon says, thank you, love. Yes. And then Shannon said, which makes it borderline manipulation. Yeah. Yep, exactly. Exactly. I think my daughter's telling me to. Okay, my daughter left school. I'm going to have to wrap up soon, guys. Yeah. Manipulation to the 100th power, Shannon. Yeah. Yep, it is manipulation. It is. It's all part of the game. Yeah. Yep. Vanessa says, you're right, Treasure. I think he will be laughing about me calling him regarding my son. Yesterday, I thought I would let him know that my son was in the hospital and I'm going forward not calling him. Yeah. 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 Every time you call him, you give him the power. You relinquish your power to him. I'm sure your anxiety is on a high because they make you feel that. Yeah, so you putting yourself back in that predicament by thinking, because the normal thing to do is let me call his dad and tell his dad what's going on. But that's in a normal friendship, normal relationship, normal co-parenting world. And with them, that doesn't exist. Yeah. Let's see. And then Shannon says, right. Yeah. Yep. Yep, exactly. Yep. Yeah. Yeah. And then Patty says, because they are bitter. Yep. Yep. Oh, you can't cheat on a narcissist, honey. Don't you dare. Don't you dare cheat on a narcissist. They will lose their ever loving mind. Yeah. Yep. And then Vanessa says, it's amazing how far I come. I feel at peace having to parent my son by myself. God is equipped me with everything I need to be a good mother for my son. Awesome. I love it. I love it. I'm seeing the growth. I love it. Love it. Love it. And then, hey, Ada, how are you today? Welcome in. Ada says, hello, everyone. How are you today? Welcome in. Welcome in. So we missed you. How have you been? Welcome in. And as you guys come in, hit the like button. And then Love says, some of alexithymia, inability to express emotions, which can apply to narcissists, the equivalent of of a toddler, which is where their growth is stunted. That I understand that one. I completely understand that one. Oh yeah. Yep. Oh yeah. I can see it. I see that. That I do see. And then Love says, welcome, Ada. Yes. Hey, Ryzen, how are you today? Welcome in. Welcome in. Ryzen says, may I step in and share my narc have a God complex, yep, since their spouse isn't viewed to them as someone with their own personhood before God, but as an extension of themselves. Why there's the double standard. You want the truth? And this is my opinion, and everyone can kind of, chime in on what they think. But to be honest with you, I think that they look at spouses as nothing, as slaves, as their punching bags, as their banks, as their maids, as their intimacy partners. And just for that, they don't look at marriage the way normal people look at marriage. A healthy relationship, those two people value each other, they respect each other, they honor each other, they communicate with each other, they love each other. Narcissists, no, most of the time, narcissists marry for convenient. They marry for status. They marry for because they're hiding something. Because we know that they like, the same sex. Yeah, there is that double standard, but they don't they don't value marriage the way normal people value marriage, sadly. So yeah, it is, and they do have a lot of them do have God complex. They feel like they're above God, a lot of them, and they have this envy. I noticed that they envy God also, because what I mean by that is, if you love God and they know that you love God, they want you to honor them the way you honor God. So they have this envious streak against God, because they know that you put God first above everything. And you, in a relationship or situationship or a friendship with a narcissist, you can't put anybody above them. How dare you? How dare you put even God above them? Because in their mind, they feel that they are the God and that you should look up to them, even though what they're telling you and what they're saying and what they're doing is complete bogus BS. That doesn't matter. As long as it's coming out of their mouth, coming from their existence, then you should respect it and you should honor it, and what they say go. And it doesn't matter whether it makes sense or not. So yeah, it's the craziest, most mixed up thing in the world. But I'm gonna wrap up soon because my daughter has left school, so she's gonna tell me in a minute to come and get her from the bus. And then Shannon says, thank you for this space. It is well needed and greatly appreciated. You are so welcome. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And I can't wait to go and look that up to see what everyone is saying about it. Yeah, I'm so excited to get started on that. So let's see. And then Love says, in the wonderful words of Lawrence, smash the like button and share the live stream. I love it. Yes, love it. And then Ryzen says, yep, exactly my point. You are very correct. Yes, yes, indeed. Yep. Yeah. Yeah. It's, and it depends too on, some races, more than others, look down more on spouses. They look at some spouses as being, they belittle them. They're nothing. They're dirt. And then that also goes with some sexes. Some narcissists devalue certain sexes. They're also beneath them. They're dirt. They don't value them. Yeah, sadly. And then Patty says, thank you for your video. You are so awesome, honey. No worries. And then Ryzen says, wow, spot on. When I came to the Lord and got sober in the same week, my ex got worse. LOL. Yep, he wanted me to stay sick. Yep, spot on, sis. Thank you for being a support to others. Yeah, because now your focus now, because you've given your life to Christ, you accepted God as your everything, and so now this person is saying, wait a minute, but what about me? Now if you put if you put God first, where does that leave me? It's that jealousy thing. You are so right. They have that God complex, and they don't want you to put anyone, including God and your children, above them. Even though the way they treat the kids is so disrespectful, that doesn't matter. You are not to speak up for God. You're not to speak up for your children. You're not to do any of that. You're supposed to let these people run, fool, and game all over you for all of your life. And you're not supposed to speak up. You're not supposed to say anything. You're supposed to be dumb and stupid and let these people walk all over you. And then they'll love you. Then they'll say you are the biggest idiot. They won't say it to your face, but they'll probably say in their mind, this person is a complete fool. I can run all over them. And that they love. They absolutely love it. So yeah, yep. And then Patty says, or live, yeah, I know what you meant, honey. No worries. Thank you. And then Chu says, what means the word equivalent? I love you, Chu. Equivalent as a toddler, equal to. So a narcissist's mind and behavior is equal to or equivalent to a toddler. So a toddler is like a 2 or 3-year-old. Does that make sense, Truth? So yeah, so that's when you're dealing with a narcissist, it's like dealing with a 2 or 3-year-old. So that's what the term equivalent to a toddler means. So like dealing with you ever see a 2 or 3-year-old, their attention span is this much. You grab a toy, now they want the toy. They really don't have any real emotions a lot of times because they're still in their learning stages. They still haven't gotten it. You ever see a toddler hit someone or hit something, and it doesn't equate to them that, hey, that hurts, unless you do it back to them, and then they're like, ow, that hurts. Well, then you say, well, that's what it feels like. Yeah, that's the mindset of a narcissist, being like a 2-year-old and their behavior. And then Shannon said, the only time I hear the narc say God is when they say, oh my God, never. Ooh, I never even thought about that. Wow, never. God is good. Glory to God. Thank you, God. Ooh, God willing. LOL. None of that. Shannon, now that I think, yeah, you know what? I'm with you. Wow. 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 Yeah, because that would mean that they were relinquishing power to someone other than themselves. Very interesting. Very interesting. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Very interesting. Wow. Wow. Ada says they only use God as a form of control. We talked about that a couple of weeks ago. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. When they want to scorn you, when they want to make you feel guilty, when they then they bring God into the equation, and that's sometimes the religious narcissists who are perfect and do nothing wrong, right? Yeah, yep, that is so true. And then Vanessa says, I have my life to lead. The narc can spend his life playing his games, but me and my son have a life full of purpose. Awesome. I love it. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. And guys, I'm going to wrap up. I think my daughter, let me check. I think my daughter's telling me to come get her from the bus. Yeah, she's telling me to come. So guys, I love you. I love you. I love you. You guys are so awesome. Love, do you want to do a quick our weekly Zoom? Do you want to do it today or do you want to do it tomorrow? Let me know which day will work better for you, or Thursday, whichever day. Let me know if you want to email me and let me know. And then guys, remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe. You guys are so awesome. I love you. I love you. I love you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. The family is just growing and growing and growing. You guys, every single one of you are just absolutely amazing. And then if you want to connect for a one-on-one, I'm going to put all of my information under the description of the live. I would love to connect with you. And then I have a TeeSprings store if you want to check out the products. I think on the 6th, we're going to have Spread Shop is going to have, I think, 15% off. So if you want to get something there, then I'm going to put an order in then too, so I can kind of show you guys what I have. And then if you want to come and go on live with me, I invite anyone who is interested. If you want to come and do a live, it would just mean that you and I would read the comments together and just have a good time. I would love to have anyone who is wanting to come on live with me. That would be so exciting to do. And then we do have something called My Testimony, where you share your you come on live and you share your experience with the narcissist, or you tell me and then you go anonymous, not because you don't want to show your face, and I tell everyone about your experience with the narcissist. So I love you. You guys are so awesome, and we'll be back tomorrow. Love you guys. And then love, if you're still on, if you want to do today, tomorrow, or Thursday, send me an email. Okay, love you guys. And then Shannon said this rabbit hole it gets so deep, 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 deep. And then Halfman says, have a great evening. And the truth says, yes, that makes sense. Yes. Love you guys. Love you. And I'll see you back tomorrow. Have a wonderful, wonderful, and safe narc-free evening. Bye-bye.